All right, sixth or seventh graders, this is to help you with question 5 on CR 16. It says the cost to print a book is $54. The paper is an additional charge of 5 cents per page. What is the greatest number of pages that a book can be printed if the total bill is to be less than $60? Okay. So let's first see, what are they looking for? What is the greatest number of pages? So I'm going to let X represent my number of pages. Now it tells me the paper is an additional charge of 5 cents per page. 5 cents per page would be 0.05 times X times the number of pages. It's 5 cents per page. So if you take 5 cents, multiply it by your number of pages, that's the additional charge for the paper. But no matter how many pages you have in the book, that company is going to charge you a flat fee of $54 to print that book. So once you calculate your cost based on how many pages you need, you have to tack on $54 because that company is going to charge you that regardless. And you want to know the greatest number of pages that a book can be printed if the total bill is to be less than $60. So you don't want to spend any more than $60. So you need your total bill to be less than $60. That's our symbol for less than. You're starting your study of inequalities this week. So now I'm just going to solve this the way I would solve a two-step equation. Now I just have to keep my inequality symbol. So I'm going to subtract 54 from each side to move all my constants to the right-hand side of that inequality symbol. Left-hand side, I'm left with 0.05x is less than, make sure you keep your inequality symbol, and 60 minus 54 is 6. Now, how do I get x by itself? Well, 0.05 is being multiplied by x. I undo multiplication with division. So I divide the left-hand side of this inequality by 0.05. So I'll divide the right-hand side of this inequality by 0.05. 0.05 divided by 0.05, fancy form of 1. So on the left-hand side, I'm left with x is less than, and now I have to do 6 divided by 0.05. 0.05 into 6. If I have to move that decimal point over 2 places, means on the inside it moved my decimal point over 2 places. This right here is my scrap work. Because of course I don't have a calculator. So we really just need to do 5 into 600. 5 goes into 6 once. Subtract off, drag down that 0. 5 goes into 10 twice. 2 times 5 is 10. Subtract off, drag down that 0. 5 goes into 0 0 times. So you need to have it less than 120 pages. So if it has to be less than 120 pages, I really think the greatest number of pages the book can be printed is actually 119 pages. I'm going to select 120. But really, if I want my bill to be less than $60, I really should be printing a book that has less than 120 pages. So I would say 119. But there you have it. That's the process to go through. I hope that helps.